Well, when it comes to looking younger, the treatment options run the gamut. You can try creams and lotions or go all out and get a facelift. But if your needs and wants fall somewhere in the middle of all that, why not opt for something proven and non-invasive? Dr. Therese Stubbs of Therese Aesthetic Medicine is helping us defy the aging process, which you are so good at. So thank you for being here, Dr. Ann.
Thanks for having me.
So the treatment you're teaching us about today is called Thermage. What exactly is it?
Thermage is radio frequency, so it's a type of energy that's delivered to the skin that heats the skin on a deep level, and it causes tightening and smoothing.
Okay, that sounds amazing. So let's talk about how it works, kind of the treatment process itself. What does somebody go through?
Well, basically, they come into the office, and it's a very low downtime procedure. We put a headband on to take the hair off the face, we cleanse the face, and then a template is put on that kind of has little boxes that measures the face. And I think we're seeing that on the screen right now. And all of those little boxes are areas where we deliver the energy. So the hand piece will kind of be placed against the face with some kind of cold, goopy gel, and it vibrates a little bit, and it gets very warm, but it's very comfortable. Patients are comfortable throughout the whole procedure. It deep heats the skin, so immediately after the treatment we see some tightening and some plumping of wrinkles, and then it gets better and better and better over the next 2 to 3 months because it builds collagen. So deep heat, any type of deep heat to the skin will build collagen. So this uses radio frequency to do that.
And it kind of happens in phases, right? So it goes through, and like you said, right away you'll notice some tightening.
Exactly. People kind of, you can see the demographic that's on the screen right now. It shows that it cools the skin, it puts the deep heat down with the RF or radio frequency energy, and then phase 3 is it cools the skin again. So the skin is very comfortable, and you feel just kind of a little bit tight at the end of the procedure. But that deep heat that we've delivered down on the deeper level of the dermis, over the next 2 to 3 months, it stimulates all your cells that have kind of gone to sleep, and it stimulates them to start producing collagen. So then we start to see some tightening through the jaw, around the eye area. We can get a little bit of an eyebrow lift, and this is your own natural collagen kind of coming into play. So people like that for a couple of reasons. Number one, you just look a little pink and tight afterwards, and you can go right out to dinner. Number two, it's not drastic. A lot of people like the subtlety of it, that over the next few months you start to look better, and people just remark, oh, you look better, and they just don't know what you did. So it's not a drastic change like a facelift or anything, you know, that's right away. It kind of gets better and better for the next 3 months.
And let's look at some of the before and afters, because that really shows how it works. The first one is after 10 months, so it doesn't stop immediately. You're going to see results get better and better.
Exactly, and we tend to recommend one of these a year. There are some people in Hollywood who do more than one a year, one every 6 months, but you can see some tightening right around her eyes, just a lift in the cheeks and in the jowl area, and that is an area that a lot of women and men now are complaining about. We see a lot of men for this procedure too.
Okay, that's good to know. And the next one, only 8 months after treatment, that we're going to look at, and this one you can see in that chin area really.
Just the crisping of the kind of the whole jawline there, and that is an area where, as I mentioned, everybody kind of feels their face is coming downward as we age, and so this just builds your collagen and tightens it back upward.
So you say it's one treatment is going to last, it could last up to a year, right?
It can last even longer than a year. With good skincare products and staying out of the sun, your own collagen continues to build for up to a year.
And we looked at some of the areas that it can help. I love that one of the big areas is the eyes, and that can be pretty dramatic as far as when you look at somebody, that is one of the first things you notice. So when it looks better,
exactly,
you're going to notice.
And we've talked about this, that what happens as we age is we get some hooding. The eyelid comes down, and in the left picture you can see the eyelid's kind of a little bit down, a little farther, the brow position is down, and immediately after the treatment you can see some lift, and it gets better and better as that collagen builds and tightens.
Now, what benefits really does Thermage provide? Is it just a tightening kind of overall of the skin?
Overall of whatever area is treated, so we can go down the neck, and interestingly we can do other parts of the body. We do a lot of knees. I didn't know how many women didn't like their knees, but as we age, we get some little redundant skin around the knees, so we can tighten that area too. So it's going to tighten the skin, but it also tends to smooth the skin surface a little bit, because collagen is just going to make the skin a little bit smoother. Any collagen build helps that.
Is anybody an ideal candidate for this?
We basically say kind of in the areas of 35 to maybe 65, close to 70. When you have the skin laxity maybe into the 80s, now, and this isn't for everybody. I've seen 80-year-old women who have fantastic skin, so it is a little bit individual, but as a group we usually say 35 to about 65 or 70 are the people who respond the best to it.
And we have a great opportunity that you are going to have this lunch and learn where people can come and really find out what Thermage is all about.
Exactly. See a lot more before and after pictures. Actually, maybe feel the handpiece, see what the whole experience is about. The treatment only takes about an hour, but we're going to have lunch tomorrow, Wednesday, March 9th from 11 to 1 at the Polaris office. So we normally charge about $2,600 for a whole face and neck, and the Thermage will be on sale for $9.99. So even if you can't make lunch, just mention daytime, and we'll honor that price for people.
All right, that sounds perfect. Thank you, Dr. Ann, for bringing that to us.
Thanks for having me.